After you've lost the love of your life, is it possible to ever feel whole again? That's not just a question. It's an invisible weight on your chest at 3 a.m. It's the silence in a house that was once filled with laughter. If that feeling is familiar, know that your experience is real, and it is incredibly common. A major poll by AARP confirmed what so many feel, that while nearly two-thirds of adults over 65 still long for intimacy, physical and emotional barriers often create this silent gap. Welcome to Senior Health and Life. But this is not an ending, it's an invitation to write a new, more connected chapter, and today, we're going to show you how, with gentle and effective solutions. Before we begin, if you believe that the heart never truly retires from connection, let us know with a simple yes in the comments below. Your voice lets us know we are on this journey together. To even begin this conversation, we must first honor the person who isn't here, the love that shaped your life for decades. The grief, whether it's a fresh wound or a gentle scar, is real and deserves honor. The journey to new companionship does not begin by trying to forget. It begins by learning how to carry that love with you in a new way. Many people feel that opening their heart to someone new is a betrayal of the love they once had. But I want to offer you a different perspective. Perhaps the greatest tribute you can pay to a wonderful marriage is to show that it taught you the profound joy of partnership, and that the love you shared made you brave enough to believe in connection again. This is not about replacement, it is about expansion. It is about believing that your heart, like a well-tended garden, has the capacity to grow new flowers, without disturbing the roots of the mighty oak that will always stand there. But this journey requires navigating several landscapes. The landscape of the heart, the body, and the world around us. This brings us to our very first and most important step. Number 1, honoring the past before embracing the future. Before you can truly open yourself up to a new relationship, you must first have an honest conversation with the ghost in the room, the loving memory of your late spouse. This is the emotional hurdle that trips up so many well-intentioned people. And the reason it's so important might surprise you. Unresolved grief and guilt are like invisible anchors. They keep you tethered to the shore of the past, preventing your ship from ever truly setting sail into the open waters of the future. You might meet someone wonderful, but you won't be able to be fully present with them if you are constantly looking over your shoulder, asking for silent permission from a memory. Let me tell you the story of Margaret, a 72-year-old retired librarian, widowed for 4 years. Her marriage to her husband, Tom, was the bedrock of her life. A year ago, she joined a local history book club and found herself enjoying conversations with a gentleman named Arthur. He was kind, intelligent, and made her laugh. One afternoon, he asked her to coffee, and a jolt of something she hadn't felt in years. A mix of excitement and terror shot through her. That night, she sat in her quiet living room, looked at a photo of Tom, and burst into tears. It wasn't just sadness. It was a cold, heavy guilt that settled in her stomach like a stone. A feeling that even a moment of new happiness was a disloyalty to a lifetime of shared memories. Margaret's experience is the silent reality for millions. The feeling that a new joy is a disloyalty to an old love. The solution here is not to suppress these feelings, but to engage with them. It's about a gentle, internal dialogue. It can mean talking to your late partner in your thoughts, telling them about this new person, and giving yourself permission to feel happy. It can mean journaling, or speaking with a therapist or a grief support group. It means understanding that the love you have for your late spouse is permanent. It exists outside of time. A new connection does not subtract from that. It simply adds a new, different chapter to the story of your life. It was only when Margaret could silently say to Tom's memory, "Thank you for the beautiful life we had. I will always love you. And now I think I am ready to explore what this new chapter might hold." Conscious of that, she could go for that cup of coffee with Arthur, not with a heavy heart of guilt, but with a light heart of possibility. And what I'm about to share next is the second barrier she and so many others had to face. Most people skip this, but it's absolutely crucial. Number 2, making peace with the mirror. After navigating the complexities of the heart, the next great hurdle is often the one we see in the mirror. After decades of life, our bodies are not the same as they were at 25 or 35, and the thought of revealing this new landscape to a new person can be terrifying. Here's why this is so challenging. We live in a culture that worships youth, that sees wrinkles, scars, and soft spots as imperfections to be hidden. But this is a profound misunderstanding of what a body truly is. Your body after 60 is not a flawed version of your younger self. It is a masterpiece. It is a living map of your journey. Those wrinkles are from decades of laughter. Those scars are symbols of survival. That soft belly may have nurtured children. Your body has earned its story. The key to overcoming this fear is to change the way you see yourself. Before you worry about how someone else sees you, it is an act of shifting your perspective from one of criticism to one of gratitude. You might look in the mirror and not see yourself, but a stranger cataloging every wrinkle, every spot, every scar as a reason to stay hidden. This journey isn't about learning to love your reflection. It's about learning to see that reflection as a survivor, a mother, a father, a masterpiece of resilience whose every line is a chapter in a story worth reading. Instead of seeing a flaw, can you see a testament to a life fully lived? This isn't just a psychological trick, it's a biological one. When you look at yourself with kindness and acceptance, you lower the levels of the stress hormone cortisol in your body. This in turn boosts your confidence and makes you radiate a sense of ease, something far more attractive than any superficial ideal of youth. A new partner worthy of you will not be looking for perfection. They will be looking for authenticity. They will see the light in your eyes, the warmth in your smile, and the kindness in your touch. The physical form that carries these things is beautiful simply because it is yours. Making peace with the mirror is the ultimate act of self-love, and it is the necessary prerequisite for allowing someone else to love you fully. If this conversation is resonating with you and you're finding it helpful, we'd be so grateful if you'd comment the word courage below. It's a way of honoring the strength it takes to even consider these steps, and it lets us know we're on the right track. Thank you. Once you have begun to make peace with your heart and your body, you are ready for the practical steps of re-entering the social world. But that world has changed, and it comes with new rules, especially when it comes to safety, which brings us to our third and very important point. Number 3, navigating the new world of dating with wisdom. For many who were in a monogamous relationship for decades, the idea of safe sex was primarily about preventing pregnancy. But in this new chapter, the conversation shifts to the prevention of sexually transmitted infections, or STIs. The science is clear and sobering. As I mentioned, the CDC has reported a dramatic rise in STIs among the senior population. The reason is simple. A lifetime of monogamy meant condoms were rarely a thought. Combined with biological changes that can make transmission easier, it creates a perfect storm. This conversation is not about fear, it is about wisdom and self-respect. Being proactive about your sexual health is one of the most powerful and loving things you can do for yourself and for a new partner. It includes 2 key components. First, open communication. Having a respectful conversation about sexual history and testing with a new partner before becoming intimate is the new standard of care. It can feel awkward, but it is a sign of profound maturity and respect. Phrasing it gently like, "For both of our health and peace of mind, I think it's important we talk about this," can open the door. Second, consistent protection. Using condoms is the most effective way to prevent the transmission of most STIs. This is non-negotiable for your physical well-being in a new relationship until you have both been tested and have agreed to be monogamous. Navigating this new world also means being wise about where you meet people. Whether it's through community groups, church, volunteering, or even online dating sites specifically for seniors, always prioritize your safety. And most people make a critical mistake when things start to get serious, which I'll show you how to avoid in our very next point. Number 4, weaving 2 families together with care. So you've honored your past, you're making peace with your body, you're dating wisely, and you've met someone special. Now comes one of the most delicate moments in this entire journey, introducing your new partner to your adult children and family. Here's why this stage is so complex. Your children's love for you is intertwined with the love and memory of their other parent. When you introduce a new partner, it can trigger complicated emotions in them. They might feel a fierce protectiveness over you, a sense of loyalty to their deceased parent, or even a subtle fear that this new person will somehow diminish their place in your life. The most common mistake people make is surprising their family. They bring their new partner to a holiday dinner unannounced, hoping everyone will just get along. This often backfires, creating resentment and awkwardness. The solution is a path of gentle and open communication. First, talk to your children alone. Before any introductions, tell them you've met someone who is making you happy. Reassure them that this person is not a replacement and that your love for them and for their other parent is unchanging. Give them space to process their own feelings. Second, plan the first meeting in a low-pressure, neutral setting. Going out for a casual lunch or coffee is far better than a long, formal dinner at home. Keep it short and light. And third, be patient. It may take time for your children to build a relationship with your new partner. Their primary concern is your happiness. As they see that this new person genuinely adds joy and support to your life, they will most likely come around. And now, after you've done all the hard work, comes the most delicate and beautiful part of the journey. And the secret to getting it right will surprise you. Number 5, redefining intimacy for this chapter of life. Finally, we arrive at the most personal part of this journey, the act of physical intimacy itself. After a long and loving marriage, being physically close with a new person can feel both exciting and profoundly strange. It's essential to understand that intimacy after 60 or 70 is not and should not be a repeat performance of intimacy at 30. It is an evolution. The beauty of intimacy in this chapter is that it is often less about performance and youthful passion and more about a different and arguably deeper set of qualities. It's about connection, shared laughter in moments of awkwardness, profound tenderness, and the emotional security that comes from being truly seen and accepted, wrinkles and all. The science behind this is centered on the hormone oxytocin, the bonding hormone. Think of oxytocin as the hormone of safety and trust. It's released not during grand passionate moments, but through simple, consistent acts of gentle touch, long hugs, and eye contact. It's the quiet neurochemical that says, "You are home. You are safe with me." This means you get to write the rules. Intimacy can be holding hands. It can be cuddling on the sofa. It can be exploring each other's bodies with no goal other than pleasure and discovery. This is a chance to let go of old scripts and expectations and to be present with another human being in the most authentic way possible. This isn't a lesser form of intimacy. It is a more evolved one. It is a reward for a life of experience, a profound connection that is one of the greatest gifts of this later chapter. As we bring our conversation to a close, it's clear that the journey to finding love and intimacy again after loss is a profound one. It asks us to be brave with our hearts, gentle with our bodies, wise in our actions, and patient with our families. The true lesson today is this: opening your heart again is not a betrayal of the love that came before. It is the ultimate testament to it. It is proof that the love you shared was so beautiful. It taught you that a life filled with connection is a life worth living. The journey back to companionship does not start with a dating profile. It starts with a simple, quiet decision in your own heart. The decision to believe that you are worthy of joy, deserving of companionship, and capable of love. No matter what chapter you are in, what is one thought or feeling that this conversation has sparked in you? Sharing your wisdom in the comments below can be a beacon of light for someone else on the same path. And of course, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and subscribe to our community. Thank you for being here. Remember, the heart never closes for good. It just waits for a gentle hand to open the window and let the light in again.